Hello everybody! If you are a linguist student and if you have some problem grasping some morphology terms like derivation or perhaps inflection, then this is the correct video for you. Stick around for some tricks and tips that will help you to use this terminology in an efficient and confident way. If you don't watch it, you may have some little point less in your final test. So, let's go to see it.
Hi, thanks for staying in our video. We're a group of fellows like you who, in some point of our lives, have had problems when dealing with morphology terms as well. And this is particularly true because they are not part of one single taxonomy, rather diverse studies and theories wrapped up into one for several decades. So, it's important to say that the terms that we are going to be discussing today are widely accepted by most linguistics communities. However, there might be other people that are going to disagree or is not going to be okay with this because they are in the right to do so, as once Hooper said, morphology is inherently messy. The first term we are going to be talking about is root. Now, this is a term typically used in morphological analysis, but in simple words, a root is a segment of a word that is left isolated when all its affixes have been removed, whether it were part of inflectional or derivational processes. Now you will recognize easily a root because it's a segment into the word formation that carries meaning. Now you will recognize a root very easily because, as I told you, they carries meaning. Now, in these examples here, I'm gonna show you some features about the root. First, the root is always a part that contains the meaning, as I already told you, and this segment you might ask, why is not considered as a root? Well, because it's part of a derivational process. In this second, we're gonna have just one segment, and it's a word that stands for itself, and also it's considered as a root. Finally, we have Welcher, a component word. In this case, we're talking about two roots, Welcher. And why, you might ask? Because these words are different, so each one contains a meaning, and in this process, this union is going to give us another one. And that's why these two are considered as roots.
Hello everyone! The second term we are going to be talking about is a stem. In simple terms, a stem is a root or root of a word, together with any derivational affixes, to which inflectional affixes are added. It is just a name more for the specific study of inflectional morphology. We will bear in mind some aspects from it, such as inflectional suffixes. These are the forms of inflectional suffixes. Now, we will see some examples. The first examples. Play. Only play is a root, player is a base, player plus s is a stem. Activity. So, active is a stem. And ity is a affix. The root is act. In the form untouchable, the stem is untouchable. So, a stem could be root plus something or root plus nothing.
The third element that we are going to talk about is an important part of the morphology analysis, the base. You have may notice that root as well as a stem are part of either derivation or inflection, right? So for partial reasons, they can be named base too. It is as well any part of a word that you inflect, such as prefixes or suffixes that change the meaning or part of the speech. We have an example, that is walk. It is the base because it has inflections like walked, walks, or walking.
Hello, I'm Betty, and with me we will learn what is the meaning of the word transparency. So, let's start. What is transparency? Transparency is the degree to which the meaning of a compound word or an idiom can be inferred from its parts or morphemes. Also, transparency is when it's clear and analyzable into constituent parts or morphs. And the speaker and listener can interpret the lexeme when it is encountered in a context. Let's see an example. If we have the word bird and the word house, then we put it together and form a new word that is birdhouse. We can understand that it's a house for a bird. Yeah? So, in summary, we can say that a transparency lexemes have a natural relation with their meaning.
Now let's deal with the term opaque. We can define this concept through three forms. The first appears when it's difficult to identify the morphemes inside the word. For example, the word motel is the result of combining two words, which are motor plus hotel. After, we have those words where we can identify the morphemes, but our resulted meaning doesn't have too much sense, such as hot dog, where our morphemes are hot plus dog, but our resulted meaning is a meal. And finally, we have those words where we can't identify the morphemes and our resulted meaning doesn't have sense. For example, sheep plus goat equal shout. We can see that neither the animals nor the resulted meaning have any relation between them. No guys, I sincerely hope this may have been a bit of a help for you. We know for personal experience that if you don't know the terms correctly, it's going to cause you a good headache. So let us know what do you think in the comments below, what do you learn from this video, and if this information was useful for you. We are gonna be uploading some similar content, so don't forget to mash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to get a notification. Take care and keep social distance. Bye!